In the past few months, something strange has been working its way into certain corners of the internet. Something called Italian brain rot. But what exactly is that? I mean, I know what an Italian is. Makes sense. And I'm pretty sure I know what brain rot means. I thought there'd be more decay and fungus, maybe even some mushroom zombies. But according to Merriam-Webster's.com, brain rot refers to material of low or addictive quality, typically in online media, that preoccupies someone to the point it is said to affect mental functioning. Both the state of preoccupation and resulting mental degradation are known as brain rot. Interesting. Okay, let's put these two things together and we get... This is Italian brain rot. It became popular sometime in January of 2025 and are memes that consist of AI-generated images featuring odd-looking creatures that are often animal hybrids fused with something else. Sometimes food, sometimes planets, or even just random objects. I don't even know what this is. But that's not always the case. This one's just a cappuccino that's an assassin, and this one's a sad skeleton with a cell phone for a head. Each one of these creatures present in the image are given a name that is then repeated over and over and over again. Some of the more popular Italian brain rot creatures I found were Tung 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 Sahur, which is this stick man holding a stick, Tralalelo Tralala, and that's this shark creature right here with 3 legs and 3 sneakers, and also Trippy Tropy Tropa Trippa. He is this fish man. Now, as funny as the names sound, they are what put the Italian in Italian brain rot. Many of the words are mishmashes of Italian words with a few letters changed, or just gibberish, made to sound Italian. Here, I have a few examples. First off, bombardiro crocodilo. While bombardiro isn't a word, bombardiere is, and it's Italian. It means an airplane built for bombing. Crocodilo isn't Italian, but Portuguese. Minus an L, and it means crocodile. So there is a certain level of connection to pre-existing Italian words, and also a connection between the name given to the image presented. I mean, this is definitely a crocodile bomber airplane. Like, I can see the connection between the name and the image. Of course, that's not always the case with these images. Another Italian brain rot image that I found, Frulli Frulla. From what I could see, those words are basically associated with a Belgian strawberry beer and a flute from southern Slavic countries. So this doesn't seem to have anything to do with Italian or the image being presented either. A toucan drinking coffee in a desert next to a TV antenna. Yeah, no, I don't see anything. But maybe I'm wrong. The creatures in the Italian brain rot images have been developing a sort of lore created by people on the internet, so maybe there's something here on Italian brain rot wiki. Okay. Frulli Frulla is a hyperactive hummingbird-like creature. Frulli was once an ordinary green hummingbird that sipped the wrong bowl of frullato left out by a mad scientist. Okay, what's frullato? It says here at dictionary.cambridge.org that it is Italian, and as an adjective it means blended, beaten, whipped, and as a noun it means milkshake or smoothie. So frulla most likely isn't flute, it's probably connected to frullato, just minus the T and O. But I still don't see how the name has anything to do with the AI image. I'm pretty sure that's coffee, not a smoothie. I also decided to take a look at the 3-legged shark named Tralalelo Tralala. Even though it does sound like nonsense, it does mean something. Kind of. It took me a minute to find anything, but on app.com it suggests that tralalelo tralala are just filler words used in old Italian folk songs and lullabies, which does make a certain level of sense to me since the Christmas song, Deck the Halls, uses fa la 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 la, which according to Merriam-Webster's.com is also used as filler words in older songs. Fa la 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 sounds a lot like tra la 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 to me. I wanted to double check what app.com said though and went looking for another source and eventually found that geniusfirms.com said something similar. But it also brought up that tralalero, although spelled different, is the name of a Genoese polyphonic singing tradition called tralalero. this felt like something a little more solid to look into. So as I went searching, I found that on both wikipedia.com and rateyourmusic.com, it states that trallolero is in fact a form of polyphonic traditional folk music originating in the Liguarian region of Genoa in northern Italy. So again, there is a connection to the Italian language there, and to the Italian region. Now, I had a lot of fun doing this, and I think it would be fun to look more into possible connections between the gibberish that is Italian brainrot and the Italian language. But I do want to state, one, I'm not a linguist, so it's important to double check everything that I'm saying. These are all just guesses. I'm just doing a little bit of research on the internet to see if I can't find these connections. I don't have a comprehensive understanding of the Italian language in any way or form. And second, if I was to do this, it would be fun, but it would be a never-ending, continuing endeavor since there is no set amount of Italian brainrot images / creatures. From what I could find online, anyone can prompt AI to make Italian brainrot images. No one really owns the idea. I did a little research into whether or not an individual can copyright an AI-generated image, and from what I could find, they can't. Since AI is the one that's actually creating the image, even if you prompt it, it's the AI program that's creating it, you can't copyright what the computer has made. It doesn't technically have any rights. At least that's what I've came to understand in my research. So again, all these images are public domain. Anyone can use them for pretty much anything, including various forms of media. I spent a lot of time watching music videos, scrolling through shorts, playing video games on Steam and Roblox, and I came to the realization that Italian brainrot has really grown from being just these memes to suddenly becoming its own genre. No longer is it just these kind of cool, kind of uncanny, kind of odd images. It's became so much more. Now, as to whether all this should really be considered brain rot, or if it has the ability to cause rot in one's brain, well, that will have to be a topic for another video. I do have a couple thoughts on that, but there's no way I could fit them all in this one. If you all would want a video like that, just let me know. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. So on that note, thank you for joining us on ToggleVids. Hope you had some fun. Hope you learned something. And you know what? We'll see you guys next time. Bye.